There are people that genuinely think that people who use EBT don't deserve soda, candy, or desserts. You're gonna tell me that my daughter doesn't deserve a popsicle? You're gonna tell me I don't deserve to get brownies? And all I'm hearing is be grateful, it's free food. Get off of your throne of entitlement.
So we've all known somebody in our lives who's hit hard times, right? They've ended up on some type of public assistance, either it be because they've lost a job, they've lost a loved one, they've come into some kind of dire straits in their life that has led them to have to do things that they never thought they'd have to do in their lives, right? Some type of temporary assistance. And the one that I'm referring to today is about food stamps. And I think you've probably seen a lot of stuff on the internet going on about the potential for food stamps to be taken away from people because of the government shutdown. Quote, the food stamp program will run out of money in 2 weeks and roughly 42 million people are at risk of losing critical food assistance amid the government shutdown. So of course, this has sparked a major debate online about public assistance, about food stamps, people that are taking advantage of it, people that really need it, how to tell the difference between those things, and whether or not people are taking great advantage of this system. And I think in some cases they are. And I just want to preface this with, I really don't want to be in a position of feeling like I'm judging anybody over this, but there is just some outrageous things being said. And my heart goes out to those who are disabled, who are elderly, who have some kind of problem going on in their lives where this assistance is needed. This is supposed to be temporary. And if it's not temporary, there are people that are in permanent situations where they need government assistance. And many of those people that I've talked to in the past, if they could have it any other way, they would get off that public assistance. And people feel really ashamed about it. And the ones that really need it, I don't think you should feel ashamed. Life happens, things happen. But what sticks out to me is the ones that don't seem to care and have zero shame about the government paying for everything for them, AKA the taxpayers. So we're going to get into this today, but before we get started, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for all of the support. A quick shout out to the Mobbit 9061 for the super thanks. Thank you so much. I've seen a lot of your comments and I appreciate them so much. Down the line, I don't know how I'm going to be able to organize, giving shout outs for super thanks, and I'm probably gonna have to rethink that. If you have any ideas, let me know, but I like to be able to shout people out during a video because I really want people to understand that the support and the show of support is very much appreciated. Just watching my video is enough, but it's up to you how you want to show your support. So again, thank you. So we're going to get into this today and look at a few clips about this food stamps crisis that we're entering. There's always some kind of crisis. It's crazy and everything's always polarized, of course.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
So food stamps might get cut off in November because of the shutdown, and here's what I have to say. There are a lot of people who genuinely need food stamps. Those people I feel sorry for. However, I do not feel sorry for the people who are just permanent mooches on the system. And that's allowed. Like, all you have to do is work a mere 20 hours a week, and you can infinitely remain on food stamps and get your...
What's crazy is that in my past, I've known people that lost their job or had, some kind of lapse in their income because something happened. They were taking care of a loved one, what have you, and they've applied for food stamps because they were in dire straits and they've actually been denied. So it's interesting to me that that's all it takes, on the one hand. So I think it really depends on what state you're in and what loopholes you know how to get through.
Food paid for by people like me who actually contribute to society. And the work requirement only applies if you don't have kids. If you do have kids, you can qualify for over $1,000 a month without working at all. And the thing is, they're not even oftentimes buying real food. They're loading their carts up with absolute junk food, and we're paying for it. And then the money that they save from not having to buy their own groceries, they spend on things like alcohol. And it's all subsidized by people like you and me.
I mean, and this is the thing. It scares me because I don't want the ones who are truly suffering to suffer more because of bad people who take advantage. And I think there's a lot of them, you know, I really do. I think there's a lot of them out there, and you're seeing them pop up bragging on the internet. Watch this.
28-year-old mother of 9 who bragged about spending thousands of dollars a month on her EBT card just had her benefits terminated. This means taxpayers are off the hook, as this woman will no longer have her 12 kids, she's pregnant with triplets, 100% supported by taxpayer-funded food stamps. That's because President Donald Trump is putting an end to abuse and fraud in federal assistance programs. Trump says he is saving taxpayers from paying for endless dependency and is bringing accountability to the programs. The woman gained popularity online by posting videos of herself shopping at Sam's and Costco, flaunting massive grocery hauls paid for with food stamps. However, the Trump administration is ramping up audits and eligibility checks and putting an end to these types of situations. The woman is now complaining that her EBT benefits have been terminated, forcing her to prepare quote-unquote meager meals for her
This is why you have to try to stay humble, people. You can't go online and brag about how you rely on the government to pay for everything for you and your children, and that you don't care and you're cool with it and whatever else she was doing on here. Stay humble, people.
waffles and sausage on 9 plates, a big difference from her previous extravagant shopping sprees. Last month, the woman who refers to herself as Girl Quake went viral with a cooking video where she prepared a large breakfast, including buttermilk waffles, French toast, sticks, blueberry waffles, and Roger Wood sausages, all purchased with her EBT card. Earlier that month, she showcased a grocery haul of more than $1,000 paid entirely on EBT, including multiple packs of snacks, meats, and produce, bragging that everything is free. Trump's reforms, SNAP verification, and fraud detection.
Not everything is free. Not everything is free. It's not free. It comes out of other people's pockets. That's like blatant, like shoving it in people's faces. Look at me. And she's pregnant with triplets now too, on top of this. Like, I don't know. This is crazy. That is extreme, and it's crazy. So this next one, guys, I don't even want to watch it. I'm going to show you guys because you just need to see like the lengths that people are taking this to. But like, it gave me massive anxiety listening to this.
Somebody to fucking tell me they're lying. I need somebody to fucking tell me they're lying. I need somebody to fucking tell me they're lying right now, because what the fuck do you mean that I'm not gonna get my SNAP benefits? What the fuck do you mean? Because what the fuck is happening? Do you understand that there are people like me who cannot work? Do you understand there are people like me who have kids who cannot eat? Do you understand there are people like me who go hungry the last week of the month just so my kids can't eat? Because SNAP benefits is all we get. I need somebody to please tell me he's lying. I can't. What the f am I gonna do? Oh.
Is she okay?
Oh God, breathe.
Guys, this is what happens when you solely rely on the government as a source of income and you accept that as part of your life forever. And I mean, I don't know like why this person would make a video like this and post it to the internet. I mean, some of you might say it's because she wants attention and she's trying to grift and she wants money and she's scared and that's the only way she knows how. And maybe that's true, but that just goes to show you the state of our society, that where we're at here. Fortunately, I've never had to be on food stamps ever. I've known plenty of people that have had to do it, and it's not a fun process. It's something that you're actually kind of like almost ashamed of doing, I think, from those that I've spoken to and or friends of mine that have had it happen to them. You know, you want to get out of that system as quickly as possible so you don't end up like this young lady is ending up, having a complete meltdown because she thinks that the end is near for her getting any kind of public assistance. And it's like, hey, you know, that should be a wake-up call. It's the crying on the camera and the hysterics that it makes me question what else is going on there. It makes me question, do these people not understand that this can be taken from them at any moment, that this is not something that they're entitled to forever?
There are people that genuinely think that people who use EBT don't deserve soda, candy, or desserts. You're gonna tell me that my daughter doesn't deserve a popsicle? You're gonna tell me I don't deserve to get brownies? And all I'm hearing is be grateful, it's free food. Get off of your throne of entitlement.
Whoa! She says to get off of our thrones of entitlement, and because we're saying, hey, EBT is not for junk and candy and sweets. It's more for survival, that we're the entitled ones because we're saying that, and we're not cool with what? People mooching off of this or whatever. I don't understand. I don't understand. I really don't understand. I don't get it. So she's shooting this with a phone, probably a pretty nice one. She's got her nails done. It looks like she has highlights in her hair. She's doing okay for herself from what it looks like in the picture, but then she's pissed off at people because they don't want taxpayer money spent on junk food. This whole issue of privilege, it almost looks now the most privileged of all are those going online and bitching and complaining that they don't get more and more and more for free. Those are the ones that are actually the entitled ones. Those are the actual privileged people that can sit back and not have to do anything and get paid. And they're pulling back the curtain too on themselves and being like, hey, I have food stamps. I'm on public assistance. Look at all the crap that I buy with it. And they pull the curtain right back and show everybody. So this is the backlash that you get. Watch what this woman says.
I can't help but notice your nice new highlights and your perfect manicure while you sit there and tell me that I need to buy your brownies and your kids' popsicles because you can't afford them. I'm trying to figure out how to pay my own bills and keep my head above water. And now I gotta sit here and listen to you whine into the iPhone you somehow managed to buy about how I need to foot your junk food bill because you deserve it. And if I don't pony up, somehow I'm entitled.
They're missing the point about this entire thing and staying humble. It's about staying grateful. It's about staying, having dignity, having respect for others, and the desire to do good and the desire to do better and, put yourself in a place in society where you can contribute. And hey, I'm going to say it a million times in this video. I understand that people go through things. I've been through things. I have not had to go through being on food stamps, but I have been in situations where the money was running out or my back was up against the wall. So this next clip too, this person is literally making threats, and it's the audacity of people is really what it boils down to. Watch this one.
The best thing I've seen out of this government shutdown and the fact that SNAP might shut down in November is the fact that everyone is collectively agreeing they're going to rob the big grocery stores. Motherfucker, it's on. Walmart, you better be ready.
What a flex. You're going to go rob a store now because you think you're entitled to free food just because you're getting public benefits. And you also better be ready to start eating jail food, which I heard is not fun at all. So be ready for that if you're going to go and blatantly break the law and take things that aren't yours. I mean, the entitlement is just absolutely staggering. It's staggering.
Jails, you better be ready. You better be ready to collect all these people that are going to make poor life choices.
You better be ready.
Jails, you better be ready. You better be ready.
Because if these motherfuckers don't get their SNAP and they can't put food on their table for their kids, better lock your doors.
They better lock the doors. Did you think that through? Because that would mean that none of us could get groceries. Are you a...
And they don't care. That's the thing. They don't care about anybody else but themselves. They're the most selfish, entitled people to get up here and say things like that. If they really cared, their attitude would be a heck of a lot different, and they certainly wouldn't be out here online talking smack like that.
Yeah, well, I just want to let you know that I heard that you've been talking some smack, and I just want you to know that I've been taking Taekwondo lessons in the back of the Walmart Supercenter, so if you don't want to get hurt, then you better stop.
super excited at the thought that people might go steal from Walmart? What?
You better lock your fucking doors because they're gonna be in there with full fucking carts and they're gonna be out of there. Everything they need. It's gonna be on your dime, Walmart. Your dime.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, they won't raise the prices on everybody else because all of you guys decided to go storm Walmart and just take what you need. That's totally how that works.
Good luck going to jail. Good luck getting arrested, because that's ultimately what's going to happen. Let's just pray to God that it doesn't come to that, but also pray to God that people like this that act this way are not just given a free pass forever and ever. Like, come on. Don't you want to be productive? Don't you want to be better? Like, I just can't imagine having that kind of negative worldview forever and always. But this just does not seem like a person that really needs this. If you talk like this and if you brag like this, you don't really need food stamps. That's my take. You know, it's the ones that aren't bragging about it, that are putting their heads down, doing their thing, getting their life together and moving on. Those are the ones that really needed it. The ones you don't hear about, ones that just quietly move about their lives and get going to where they need to be. So guys, let me know in the comments what you think. You know, do you think that these people are taking advantage of the situation? Do you think they are all deserving of this? Should the government be paying for more? You know, what should be happening? In my personal opinion, I believe that, you know, you should not be so reliant on government assistance and make it part of your lifestyle as a permanent fixture. That's really dangerous. That's really bad. There's a whole list of reasons why you should never fully trust the government or trust that they're going to give you money or trust that they're going to help you out, first of all. And secondly, you know, those types of programs and that type of assistance is set up to be temporary. So guys, you know, your voice matters and I really want to get your perspective on this. So let me know in the comments and I will see you in the next one.